Okay, I hope I'm on because I'm in Connecticut in a hotel, and this is my first Facebook Live without technical support from my production staff, Morgan and Overton, who usually are here to help me do this stuff. So I'm not seeing anything pop up. Oh, there's Jenny Talley. So thank goodness. I am getting out. I'm getting out. That is good. So, I tell you what, I am not technically proficient when it comes to stuff like this. So I miss Morgan tonight, and I miss Overton because they're always here to kind of give me, and that just reminded me, I'm going to have to set the timer so I'm not on too long. So, because they're always here to give me advice and to show me what I'm supposed to do. Today was NASCAR America. We have one today, and tomorrow is the awards banquet from Las Vegas. So we do a red carpet show. Austin Dillon will be on the red carpet show, critiquing what the other drivers are wearing and some of that stuff. I think Rutledge is out there. Kelly Stavis is out there. So pretty excited about that. This should be a great show tomorrow. Joey, as the champion, has been busy. I don't think he's set foot back in North Carolina. It doesn't seem like. He's just passing through every now and then to see what's going on. But I said it before. Congratulations. What a phenomenal run. What a phenomenal year. And I love stories like that. I love stories when nobody thinks that somebody's going to do something and they go out and do it. And we talked about the big three all year long. And then you know what? Joey Logano slides in there and wins the thing, heads up, man to man, one against the other three. One of them was going to come out, and he wins it. So that was pretty cool. So today it was Carolyn Mano, Parker Klickerman, and myself. We had a fun show today. If you got to see NASCAR America, we did the simulator. Carolyn drove the simulator, but so did a lot of the people that work here at NBC. They came out and did the simulator, and it's a lot of fun. I'm not good at it. Parker is great at it. I'm not good at it, but that was yesterday. Tomorrow, again, we'll do I think NASCAR America tomorrow is from 8 to 9 Eastern Time, 8 to 9 o'clock Eastern Time. So we'll do our show tomorrow night, and that will be the last NASCAR America of the season, I think, or the last live one anyhow. They may show some scan-offs and some different things like that. I'm really not sure. Contrary to what you people out there believe sometimes, I'm not privy to all the upper management and everything that goes on at NBC. I can't control whether your TV is too loud or not loud enough. I can't control what you see on your TV. You have a remote. This is what a remote looks like, okay? You have this. You can change your TV if you don't like it. But I can't control what goes on and what's not on. So, I apologize sometimes if when the mouth is moving, the words are saying something else and it looks like a Godzilla movie. I can't control if the engine noise is too loud. I can't control if you lose your signal. I'm sorry. I know you people tweet me on a regular weekly basis and you ask me to fix it for you, and I do the best I can. I do the best I can. But I'm not in charge of any of that. So thank you for thinking that I am, though. I really do appreciate that. But tomorrow is the last one. It's the banquet. Big awards came out today. Myers Brother Award was won by Jim France, stepping in and being the interim CEO, and I think interim has been dropped, but kind of taking the sport by the scruff of the neck and doing something with it this year. I think Jim France did a great job. Great job. So that's pretty special. Most popular driver tomorrow. Any guesses? Any guesses, people? Any guesses? So that's going to be pretty exciting. But still, tomorrow's all about Joey Logano, and tip of the hat to Joey Logano. All right. So I hope that you people have had an opportunity to watch episode 2, or the second installment, in my interview with my dad and with Dale Inman on Coffee with Kyle. Okay, hashtag Coffee with Kyle. I hope you had an opportunity to watch it because it was a lot of fun. We went to Frank and Larry's. Frank and Larry's is a local restaurant there that's been around forever. And if you worked at Petty Enterprises or came through Level Cross, that was the only place to eat in Level Cross, North Carolina, was Frank and Larry's. Frank is Frank Milliken, was Frank Milliken. And some of you guys may remember if you've been around the sport long enough, his son was Joe Milliken, who worked at Petty Enterprises, who built engines there with my Uncle Maurice, ground on heads, did manifolds, did things like that, drove a car down at Caraway, and then drove for LG DeWitt after Benny Parsons. Vacated the number 72 LG DeWitt car for you people that want to know a little bit of history about the sport. That's Frank Milliken of Frank and Larry's. Larry runs the place now, and Larry graciously opened up and let us do a coffee with Kyle. And Dale Inman made me laugh the whole time. Between he and my dad, and some of the stuff you see is priceless. Some of the stuff you'll never see is even more priceless, and I'm sorry you won't see it because it is hilarious the way they are like an old married couple. One will say green and the other one will say red. One will say black, the other one will say white. They contradict each other on every story they tell, which is fascinating, and they all remember it different. But there's a little bit of truth on both sides of their stories. That's the funny part about it. In episode 2, they talk about the Superbird, which is a fascinating story about how the Superbird came to be. That Dodge had the wing car first, the Dodge Daytona. And then that my dad switched to Ford in '69 and then came back when the Superbird came out in '70. They talk a little bit about the '67 car, winning 10 races, 27 in a row. I want you to think about this. My dad said they couldn't really make up their mind in '66 because, and I didn't go back and check it, but in '66 they said they won 8 or 9 races. And in '67 they won 27 races. So basically what the story is that the '67 car was the '66 car. They ran it in 1966. They built a brand new car in '67. My dad didn't like it, didn't like the personality, is what he said. It broke in the first 3 or 4 races, even though they led the races. It broke. So he told him, he said, drag last year's car out. They put a grill in it that made it look like a '67, and they ran that car. So if you look at it and say 27 plus the 9, then he won 35, 36, maybe 37 or 38 races. I don't know how many they won in '66. In one single car, of the 200 races he won 30, let's just call it 35 races in one single car, which makes that the most phenomenal car in NASCAR history. And I don't think I'd ever thought about it until they started talking about it. But they talk about the '70s and talk about Cale a little bit and talk about Bobby Allison and some of that. Then Dale gets to '79 when I started, and he starts telling tales on me, which is pretty fascinating too, if you like to be made fun of, and he enjoys making fun of me. But that was my childhood. I've said it before, growing up and going to the racetrack from the time I was 8, 9, 10 years old in the late '60s, all the way through till I started. That was pretty amazing for me. I've told this story before. Working with Dale and working for Petty Enterprises and working at the racetrack and going early when I was in high school, when Dale would say 6:30, you didn't know whether 6:30 was meet in the lobby at 6:30. We're going to be ready to go to the racetrack at 6:30. Meet us in the restaurant at 6:30. You didn't really, just 6:30 was 6:30. So I've told this story before that I would sleep in my pit crew uniform, in my work unit clothes at night. So, and then I would just sleep until Dale called and said I was running behind, and then I would just get up and go straight. So I was always a little bit late, but not as late as I would have been, or not as early as I would have been the other way. So that's just the way I was. And I carried tires on my dad's pit crew from the time I was probably 15, maybe 16. In '75, '76, I carried tires, and it was a different time, and put wedge in the car, made adjustments under pit stops. One time we had a cool head in the car, and you have to pull it out and put another cylinder in to keep my dad cool in the car at Dover, and I couldn't get it out. And Dale, he said, go get it. I got it. I snatched it. It wouldn't come out. My dad had to go back out so he wouldn't get lapped under caution. Come back in the next lap. I grabbed it again. Wouldn't come out. Third time I got down in the car and I'm prying on it, trying to get it out. My caution car's coming. My dad takes off down pit road. I bail out about 3 stalls from where we're at. Fourth time my dad comes down pit road, Dale just reaches in, picks it out, puts another one in, and leaves. It was like Chinese handcuffs. The harder you pulled, the more suction was on it, and it wouldn't come out. Dale just lifted it out real easy, and it was perfect. Made me look like an idiot, which I am sometimes. But Coffee with Kyle has been a big success, and it's been a lot of fun for me. Talking to Tony Stewart, if you go back, we did 2 episodes with Tony Stewart. Did 1 interview, and we got 2 episodes out of it. With my dad and Dale, we did an interview, and we got 3 episodes out of. I also have done an interview with Doug Yates, which is a fascinating interview, and I can't wait till it comes out, until we start to put it up, about engine building, about his dad, Robert Yates, who's in the Hall of Fame. And I connect all these together, which was pretty good. Joel Madak does an incredible job for us, for NBC, does an incredible job of editing and doing all that. So Coffee with Kyle, please. If you like it, please go watch it. If you like it, tell the people at NBC. It's on their digital channels right now. We played a little bit of it today on NASCAR America, so that was pretty cool. Okay, big week, big week, big week. As I said, here I am. I'm in Connecticut. I'm here today. I'm here tomorrow. Friday, I go home. I'm doing some stuff with Racing Electronics. So I'm excited to go see those guys. Those guys are huge supporters of the Kyle Petty Charity Ride. So I'm going to see Joe and everybody over there a little bit on Friday. And then Saturday, Morgan and Overton and myself and her mom and dad, we are flying to the beginning of where the charity ride starts, which is Seattle, Washington. Seattle, Washington, people. Now I want you to pay attention to this. This is important. Okay, so the ride starts, as you know, we've already announced that we're leaving Seattle and that we're ending up in Key Largo. This is the 25th Kyle Petty Charity Ride across America. 25th. Okay, so we want to do something big. We've gone west to east. We've gone north to south. But this time we're doing this. Seattle. Boom, down here. Now that may look different on your phone. I don't know. Maybe it's this way as y'all are watching me at home. I don't know if it's this way or if it's this way. I can't tell. I can see this is backwards when I'm watching it. Anyhow, so we're doing Seattle to Key Largo. We're excited about it. And we're going to start, I think, on Tuesday. We go to Seattle on Saturday. We'll be around Seattle probably Sunday and Monday. And I think our trip starts coming back on Tuesday. We're going to go all the way to Key West because you can't go from Seattle to just Key Largo and not go all the way to Key West and then go home. So we'll do that eventually. So we leave on the 2nd, or leave on the 1st here, 1st or 2nd of December. And I'll be back in North Carolina on the 14th or 15th. So we're going to be gone, I don't know, 10, 15 days. Excited about that. Starting next Tuesday. Today is Wednesday. Starting next Tuesday. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and we will be announcing the cities that we will be stopping in. So for you people that are on the charity ride that watch this, you people that follow the charity ride, you people that are interested in the charity ride, or you people that live in some of these towns, we're going to announce which cities we're going to be coming through. We're really excited about this. We've done it the last 2 or 3 years. It builds excitement as we come through. Again, you know we're leaving Seattle, and we're coming back to Key Largo. We have rented a motor home, and this can be like, Kyle's Excellent Adventure. Now, this is my idea. So let me know what you think about this. So this week, Morgan and I took Overton to have his photo taken with Santa Claus, because that's what you do, okay? So we went and had his photo taken, and it was spectacular. I mean, he did phenomenal. It's like he wasn't afraid, he wasn't anything. So my idea, okay, as we come Seattle to Key Largo, or Seattle to Key Largo, whichever way it is, okay, is to stop in every state, or maybe the cities that we're staying in, and have Overton's photo taken with Santa. What do you think? We're going to chase Santa across America. That may be the theme of our ride this year, the 25th annual Let's Find Santa Across America. That's what we're going to do. Now, I think that's a wonderful idea. Morgan doesn't think it's the best idea in the world, but I think it's a great idea. So let me know what you think about that, because honestly, I think to have the different Santas all the way across the United States, to stop in the different states and the different cities and have Santa and have a photo taken, is like Christmas vacation, man. it's like, ooh, nothing but the best for you, Cousin Eddie. You know what I mean? And, well, Christmas vacation. Anyhow, he stayed out by the street and had to dump it. But that's a whole nother thing. So, anyhow, that's my plan. That is my plan. That's what I would like to do. Let me see where my time. Oh, I'm doing pretty good. So that's my plan. So be on the lookout this week, or starting next week, next Tuesday, for the cities that we will be going to. Please be on the lookout. Hopefully we'll be coming to one of your cities. And if we do, we urge you, please come out and see us at the Kyle Petty Charity Ride, at the hotels we stay at the places we hang out at, because that's what it's all about, is for you guys to come out and meet, see myself, see Herschel Walker. My dad's with us. Golly. Dang. Donnie Allison, Harry Gant, everybody that rides with us. It's such a great group of people. I mentioned the celebrities, but the people that ride with us are such a great group of people. They are phenomenal. So come out and see them. Come out and say hello to us. We'll be announcing that starting next Tuesday, every day until we finish the ride. Also, Coffee with Kyle. Coffee with Kyle. Go back and watch that first episode so you know what the second episode is. First episode is about the 50s. Second episode was basically the 60s and the 70s. And then we do the third episode will come out, and it's more about when my dad and Dale kind of split and went their separate ways, and what that was like. We played a little bit of that about Jimmy and Chad. When Jimmy and Chad went their separate ways at the end of this year. We played a little bit of that earlier at one of the races. So that's about it. Remember, Coffee with Kyle, the Kyle Petty Charity Ride Across America. Follow us there. And I'm going to play a song. Obviously, this is a little bit different as a guitar. This is my traveling guitar. Okay? So I didn't know what to play. Wow, that's out of tune. How did that happen? So I'm going to have to tune it here in 1 minute. Hold on. I think I've been leaning on it. So, wow. Okay. No. How that got there. Now, if it breaks, I'm not going to be able to play it. Because I've been known to break a string. Wow. I know I'm killing time. I'm killing you guys. I'm sorry. Okay. So I'm going to play this song real quick. Remember, here we go. All right. Feels like every other morning that I wake up, I search through my dirty clothes to find my cleanest t-shirt. I pull back the curtains, the sky's gray. I light my first cigarette of the day. In the sink, I rinse out a dirty coffee cup. I reheat yesterday's coffee, then I fill it up. Pull out a chair from the kitchen table and sit down alone. It's the same thing I do every morning since she's gone. Feels like the first day, feels like the last. Feels like the days will never pass. Feels like nothing's ever gonna change. 'Cause every day it feels like rain. Her note still hangs on my refrigerator door. I Used to read it every day, but not anymore. The words are burned into my memory. I don't love you anymore, I'm sorry. What could I have done different? Oh, I wonder every day. Was it what I didn't do, or what I didn't say? I can't go back now, and I can't go on. Every day's just another day, and I'm alone. Feels like the first day, feels like the last. Feels like the days will never pass. Feels like nothing's ever gonna change. 'Cause every day it feels like rain. Feels like nothing's ever gonna change. 'Cause every day it feels like rain. All right, there's the song this week. So just remember, okay? Just remember, Coffee with Kyle. Please go watch it. And tune in and follow us on the Kyle Petty Charity Ride. Starting next Tuesday, we'll be listing the cities that we're going to be stopping in. So, Morgan, Overton, I hope y'all are out there. I love y'all and I miss y'all so much. And I'm coming home Friday, so I miss y'all. So I will talk to y'all later. So from my hotel room, this time, to your home. Thank you guys for watching.